This shit raining, so it ain't even cool today. Today we got real weather. You know what I'm saying? It's raining right now, so I was like, man, am I even gonna have signal? Am I gonna have to get the frying pan with the fucking foil and the hanger? You know the hanger? Remember the hanger? The one we used to make the antenna back in the days in those old ass TVs? You used to put the hanger to get signal? You remember? That's old school shit. Back then when there was no remote control, you had to actually get up and spin the knob to get the channel. Fucking TV will have two knobs. Like, what the fuck? What's cracking like it, my boy? ¿Qué dice la buena vida? It's fucking raining today, bro. Shit. Well, actually, it just started raining like not that long ago. That's right, homie. You lucky. See, this is what I get from the last time talking about, the rain and how when it rains and then I go into the cooler and I be wet. See, that's what I get for talking about. I jinxed it. I speaked it into existence. What you up to, my boy? What's cracking like him on YouTube? ¿Qué dice las calles de YouTube? A whole lot of bullshit, no? I see a storm brewing between homies and other channels, Northerners and stuff. Like, what? What's going on here? Did you get kicked out again? Yes, my boy. I was told to behave, and I said, Chales, la onda don't sign shoes. I was at work because I hate staying home doing nothing. Yeah, I feel you. You don't game it or what? Like, or, you don't have like a hobby or something like that? Like drawing maybe or rapping? Like when I'm bored, like I just be like working on music or like shit like that, If there's no homie that's like around me, because it's rare that I get some space. Motherfuckers be at my door. Like, what you doing, fool? Like, no mames, way. It's the reason I didn't answer your phone call. They be like, hey, fool, like, your phone not working, Dick? I was calling you. Like, no mames. Sometimes I wake up and they're there. Like, you fools gotta be kidding me, right? Watch certain videos, talk to homies, or do laundry. Oh, I feel you. Do you bump Bozo's music? I bump some of it. Some of it is good. Like some of the rolas I like is the one that he has with Misfit Soto. Why you look like that? Or some shit like that. There's that one. That one slaps. There's I think there's like 3 other good ones. Don't get me wrong. The Vato's got talent. The Vato could, he could rap. Homie, he could rap. I'm not a hater. Vato could spit something. You know what I'm saying? So he does have some jams that are, chingon, homie. That he actually gets off on. You know what I mean? But would I say like I'm a fan of his music? No, but I hear his music, right? Like there's some that I do like, right? But I wouldn't say that like I have his albums and like I know everything about him, right? But there is some rolas that I think are, chingon that he does, Most of the homies are busy working and it's hard to kick it on the day. Serio, I'm gonna lend you some of mine. I'm chilling at home again. That's right, my boy. Chilling. I feel you. How's the weather over there? Because over here, it's raining as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear the one song from Ice Cube, Natural Born Killer? I thought that was dope. Yeah, that shit's bad, bro. That shit banging. That shit bangs. Ice Cube is my favorite rapper of all time, bro. So, yeah, all his music is banging, bro. He's number one in my book when it comes to rapping. Like when they say like, "Who's your number one rapper?" Like that's who I pick as number one, Ice Cube. And group, bro, those West Side Connection CDs, bro, were fucking fire, dog. Fire. Especially the second one. That shit was lava. Did you see Bozo jumped on the prison channel Mike's World yesterday? Nah, bro, I didn't. Did he? Wait, Mike's a prison channel? Is he? No, I don't think he's a prison channel. I think Homie's in like a reaction channel. I don't think I have ever heard Homie talk about prison. Oh, did he? That's cool. That's cool. That's right. They gelling. Yeah, I know Mike's World. Yeah. You know? Go subscribe to Mike's World and all that. Oh, did he? That's crazy. Like I said, it's really hard to keep up with content, bro. Just because, like, I'm always watching, like, just so much different shit, bro. It's crazy. My algorithm is insane, bro. How much random shit pops up right here. Like the times that I'll hear like about certain situations like this and stuff like that is like I'll get clips sent, by my subscribers to my email, right? They'll send me some clippings or some links, right? And I'll just click on it and then I'll hear it like that, because obviously I like to answer my subscribers' questions and shit like that, right? If they took the time to, ask, I could at least take the time to hear them out, right? So I scope out what they send me, right? And it'll be about like certain topics and shit like that. I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. And that's pretty much how I get put up on game. I get put up on game by the subscribers. And I'm like, orale, all right, feed me. Sometimes it's some random shit though. Sometimes it's like some random, like complete, like what the hell? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just like, interesting. Like one time, some person had sent me a clip in a link in a video, or whatever, and it was about some fool making cupcakes. Right? It was a white dude though, and I was just like, I'm like, he's like, yeah, what's your opinion on that video? I'm just like, well, yeah, it's a good video. I'm assuming they had to be trolling, though. That shit was funny, though. Go Mike's World channel, scroll all the way down and talk about Sureños in New Mexico. He talks about Sureños in New Mexico. Oh, but he's not talking about, like, prison, though, right? Because, like, talking about the streets and talking about prison is two different things. But, yeah, I know that he covers, like, neighborhoods and stuff like that, right? So he's an urban channel, right? Prison channel is more like when they talk about, like, incarceration and the activities that happen behind the walls and what happens behind the walls and how they maneuver and do things behind the walls, like how they transfer narcotics and goods and pegadas and blah, 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 blah. Things that people don't want you to talk about. Because everything behind the walls is an ongoing investigation. What are your thoughts on guys want to ask a girl but are too shy? If you're rejected, it's still struggle to feel it. Oh, bro, that's normal. Look, that's perfectly normal. You know what I mean? It's normal to be, shy and, have some fear of rejection, right? But, like I said, even if they turn you down, bro, it's not the end of the world. There's somebody out there for everybody, and if they turn you down, bro, that doesn't mean that, that there's not gonna be somebody better, or that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you, right? It just means that you guys probably, she probably didn't see, the connection of the and it's best that way, right? Because you want somebody to like you for who you are and shit like that, right? So you don't want nobody to be playing you out of pocket. So either way, like I said, you shouldn't take it as like as a loss, right? Just you just keep you keep moving, you keep writing, keep looking and keep bro, I am not giving you a shout out, bro. Although I do find your angle funny though. Homie did that on purpose. He's like, shout me out, bro, because you already know what my name is. Sorry, my boy, I just don't feel that way. Like, I really want them to keep you behind bars, bro. Just like, I'm just looking out for the kids out here, bro. You know what I mean? Trying to keep them safe. Can't have, people out here touching kids, bro. Okay. What are your thoughts? He did a lot of videos about gangs in New Mexico. Alright, so yeah, he's a gang channel. He's an urban channel. The rain makes it foggy weather. Yeah, it does. It does. All the humidity and moisture, no? What about Southsiders that talk about prison life make you a down as vato? What about Southsiders? Talking about prison life don't make you down, bro. As a matter of fact, you being in prison doesn't okay. Let's say, for example, everyone likes to brag about level 4 yards and stuff like that. Okay. Just because you've been to a level 4 yard does not mean shit, bro. Out here, you could get gunned down just like anybody else, bro. Right here, where motherfuckers are gangbanging and banging on fools, they're not asking, hey, homie, were you ever locked up? Hey, what level were you on? Were you a level 4 or level 3 yard? Oh, he's a level 4 yard. We can't shoot him, guys. He's a level 4 yard, so let's move on. Dispensa, my boy, we didn't realize you were a level 4. Off to the next. Bro, they don't give a fuck if you're a level 4, 1, 2, 3, PC, SNY. They don't care, bro. Bullets are going to fly your way. You're going to get your head blown the fuck off. They don't give a fuck, what status you have, and what level. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't give a fuck if people have been to prison or not, bro. And even homies, like my boy, when a homie gets out of incarceration, bro, we're not asking that homie, hey, what were you, homie? What level were you at? Homies are not asking those kind of questions, bro. The only ones that care about shit like that is the internet. Because out here, bro, people ain't even giving a fuck about none of that, bro. You're not going to impress us just because you've been to a level 4. You're just not. Like if homies haven't been there. Like if we haven't done that. And those who look to use that to try to get some kind of like status or to be seen like chingon is goofy behavior, bro. Like, why would you do that? Like, that already shows that you're all gimmicks. Trust me, homie, there's a lot of homies that never talk about their prison experience or nothing like that, bro. That they just get out of incarceration. They're normally very quiet, bro. You know what I mean? And they hardly ever talk about any of that shit. Like I said, the loudest ones in the room, bro, are always the softest ones, homie. Those are just the facts. Crazy weather. Yeah, we've been having some crazy weather, man. It's bipolar weather, man. It'd be hot, cold, hot. No chomo zone in my cycle. Yeah, I feel you 100 on that, bro. I can't stand shit like that. Are you a vato loco? No, I'm 3 puntos. I'm with Spider. And El Demon is the B, the E, the A. Then Bean Loke. Shout out to Bean Loke, I guess, right? Bean Loke. The homies that never went to the pen and have done in the hood. Yeah, bro, there's homies, I'm telling you, there's homies that I have been with in cars, bro, that I have seen with my own eyes, homie. Put in work, my boy. Put in a gang of work, bro. And have never gotten busted, bro. They just happen to have, the luck. But I have seen these individuals, I'm telling you, they've been with me, bro. I have seen them in action. Is G-Face a PC? I don't know, my boy. You have to ask his neighborhood. You know what I mean? You have to get a hold of somebody from his neighborhood and they can tell you. I just read the channel. I hate pervs and snitches. Why do you hate pervs and snitches, though? Just out of curiosity, like, why do you hate pervs and snitches? I always like to get, like, other people's perspective, right? Like, let's say maybe who don't have no gang ties, right? Like, if you don't have no gang ties, right? Like, if you're not a gang member, right? Like, why do you hate pervs and snitches, though? I could understand maybe the perv part, right? Because obviously perverts are disgusting, right? But why the snitching part, though? Like, why do you hate snitches, though? Like, exactly. Like, if people could give me a good, solid reason, then it's like, all right, cool, because some of the reasons that I hear people say, it makes no sense to me, right? And it's like, wait, but you're a civilian though, like. Was all bad. That's feedback, my boy. Like I said, I'm just not gonna talk about like people's gang status. Like those who need to know his status and all that and that information, people are aware of that information, right? Whether if he is or isn't, right? Um, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna speak about that kind of stuff on here. No offense, not no disrespects. It's just I'm not gonna talk about stuff like that. You know, like if people really want to know that information, they could get a hold of somebody from that fool's barrio and they could let you know, like on the fly. But like I said, with that information, what does it matter to people though? You know? Like if people have seen like people's opinions and thrown stuff out there and everything like that, and if people, have came to their assumption, then my opinion is irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? Like people have already seen and are gonna come to their conclusion. So my opinion on the matter would be completely irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on psychology on why women rather be with a man who like shit versus a man who treats a woman right? And that's strange. You know, how can I say? It's gonna sound like off the ball, but women tend to be attracted to, how can I say, to like they find like alpha behavior, like they find something attractive about that, right? Like somebody being dominant, right? They want to feel like this person could defend them and could be their protector and savior. You get what I'm saying? And that in itself, like, I don't know if it's culture, if it's because culture, since we're small, it's implanted in people's heads, right? The damsel in distress and the shiny knight coming and rescuing the princess from a monster or goblin or ghoul or whatever the fuck, Like you want someone who's just, who's strong and just, assertive. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's because culturally it's implanted in us, since we're growing up. I mean, because culturally it's implanted in how and what things are for what, right? Like, for example, when little girls, when they're small, right? What are their toys? Babies, cooking utensils, cleaning utensils, right? Those are the toys that are for like girls, right? And for men, it's like power drills and all this, right? Already planning it in your head that these kind of activities is for males and these kind of activities is for females, right? Like you're literally being bred this way since you're small, So I don't know if it's a culture thing that's implanted in us, the reason why why people have the views that they have, right? Because I have asked those questions, right? And the things that I have gotten, in as a response, right, was always like, well, I don't want to be with somebody I feel like that can't protect me, or that I have to be protecting him, or that I have, like that's the stuff that I get off of it, right? So they like men that are more like assertive and they could handle situations, I guess. I wouldn't say that treat them like shit though, right? Those people that stick around when an individual treats them like shit, those are people that have some psychological damage to them, right? Like they have an attachment disorder, right? Like they don't ever want to like they feel like if they lose this person, they'll really truly have nobody, right? That already in itself says a lot, bro. And that this individual definitely has like abandonment issues and like there's a lot more to that story, you know? Like everything's never so cut and dry, right? Like when it comes to relationship and why women see things a certain way or men, right? Um, it goes a lot more in depth of why, you know? I feel like it starts in there. Bring it. No, I don't think I don't think it's because of like the father will beat the mother and well, that plays a factor, right? Because they see those kind of behaviors as like normal, right? Like that's normal behavior. Like there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because I grew up seeing this my whole life, so this is how a man is supposed to treat a woman, right? Because that's all I ever known, right? But I think it has to do a little bit more than that, though. You know, like I think the problems would have to have spilled onto the child. You know what I mean? Like the problems must have spilled on over to the child. Well, then again, if the father's already beating the woman, then definitely there's a lot of things already wrong with that household. Now I feel you, bro. Yeah, they are attracted to bad boys, right? Because they feel like they want somebody who's assertive and stuff like that, right? But then again, some now that's not to say that these individuals are bad people, right? Like they make good fathers and good, people to be with, right? But because there's a difference from being a gang member, right, and then being a bad, significant other, right? Like a piece of shit father or a piece of shit, like someone that will beat their girls. Like a lot of homies don't do that, right? But there is homies that do it. Not don't get it twisted. There's people that do it, right? But that goes for anything, right? Like there's men out there that beat women, right? And that already says a lot about their character. But that already, and society sees nothing wrong with that, right? They don't like to play the part, just like society doesn't see nothing wrong with pedophiles either. You can have a motherfucker kidnap a girl. There's no lie. As a matter of fact, I was reading on a case, right, that happened in Pittsburgh, right? No, West Virginia to Pittsburgh. The girl lived in Pittsburgh. She got kidnapped and took into Virginia, right, by this individual. I think they give the individual 8 years. So he kidnapped the 13-year-old. The motherfucker was like 40 something. He kidnapped a 13-year-old, held her against her will, recorded all kinds of him doing all kinds of crazy shit to her, put it on the internet, right? They ended up finding this motherfucker and everything like that. I think the bastard only did like 8 years. He kidnapped, tortured, molested, and violated a child, right? And yeah, and then they let him. They even let him out early. And guess what happened? The same day they let him out, he was already on the internet, looking at kitty porn, right? So he ended up getting taken back in there for another 2 years. But either way, though, they let him out, right? Like 8 years, like. Oh, but you catch a gang member with a spray can, you give that motherfucker 15 years. Oh, but this motherfucker just kidnapped a child, fucking held her against her will for, fucking months, torturing her, but you only, well, that's not that bad. 8 years? I think 8 years is good. Like, you guys are all fucking sick, bro. You guys are all sick. And a lot of that has to do, I'm telling you, bro, with people's past too, like I'm pretty sure like their grandparents or their parents were probably like his dad was probably older than his mom by like 10 years. So they don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, oh, well, my grandpa or my mom, well, my dad's older than my mom by like 15 years. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I understand the knowledge before was different, right? So people, see nothing wrong with it back then, right? But now knowing the information that we know now, right? And you still doing that is fucking crazy, though. I could understand before the lack of knowledge. Okay, I get it, right? We didn't have the technology that we have, and knowing the information that we know now, why it's inappropriate, right? But to still try to like, that's crazy, bro. I don't know. It's insane. I hate being sick. Oh, yeah. Do you think men and women who beat each other take out their frustration on someone and cope with? Yeah, but see, that's the reason why they do it. As a matter of fact, that's the only reason why they do it, right? But see, that's not okay though. But for them to actually have been grown up now, to them being adults, and for them to see nothing wrong with that, or for them to display these kind of behaviors and see that it's okay, there's nothing wrong with that, is disturbing in itself. That already shows bad parenting. Period, bro. Period. You know. Because obviously, that is the norm to them. But why is that the norm to them? Why do they feel like that kind of behavior is normal, or the way that these situations should be handled? Like, were they not shown any better? Because let's face it, a lot of people, I'm not saying that they were bad parents, but a lot of people just wanted to do their own thing, bro. They really didn't want to do parenting or talking to the kid or explaining shit. They really didn't want to. Because people like to, oh, no, the kids know what they're doing, or the kids were manipulative too, right? Like, trust me, when I was young, I was a bad kid. Look, so was I. I was a bad kid. I knew how to lie, manipulate, and all that shit in my favor. True, right? But see, that's not the kid's fault that the kid sees it that way and the kid behaves like that. He don't know no better, right? The reason he's displaying those characteristics is because you never regulated them. You never regulated. You never, sat down and explained shit. You never took the time to actually assert the good behaviors from the bad behaviors. That's why this kid is displaying those behaviors. Fucking kid doesn't... It's not like he's born and already knows this type of shit, right? As a parent, you're supposed to regulate these behaviors. That's what a parent is supposed to do. Show the kid right from wrong. So if the kid is displaying bad behaviors, that means that the parent is not showing the kid right from wrong. Because if he would have, he wouldn't have been showing these bad behaviors. Because he's just a child. The child doesn't know how to cook up this shit on his own. To expect the kid to take, full responsibility for this shit when he's just a child, bro, he don't know fucking no different, bro. Kid doesn't even know what the fuck they want when they're small. They truly don't. You're right? But you don't have to argue with me and hear what I'm saying. You can go argue with the fucking evidence, the scientific evidence, bro. All the fucking research. You argue with all that. You don't argue with me. You argue with the greatest minds on planet Earth that, they teach this in the greatest universities. You go argue with all that. Since you apparently know more. You get what I'm saying? Like, people are crazy, though. Like, and I understand, bro, because I'm not saying that the parents did it intentionally or that the parents are bad people, right? So people don't want to feel like their parents are to blame for this, right? So, like, I'm not going to let you insult my mom. I knew what I was doing when I was small. I was, no good, and I was, a liar and bro, you're just a fucking kid. What the fuck were you going to know about what you were doing, bro? You're a kid. That's the reason why kids are not adults, and we don't just let them go out into the world, because they don't know what they want and what they don't know what they're doing, bro. That's the reason why they're children. So how the fuck are you going to sit here and tell me that you knew what you were doing and what you wanted? And get out of here. Like, look at Mr. Guy knew what he was doing. He had everything in the bag. He said away. Oh, kids that grow up in foster home, bro. Oh, man. I did a video about this a while back ago, right? The California foster home system is one of the worst, if not the worst, of all the foster home systems, right? The amount of neglection and loopholes that California foster homes have is fucking ridiculous, bro. It's actually sickening, bro, if you actually research this shit. I did a project on this one, right? Man, bro, and that shit was just crazy, bro. Like, seeing all that shit, I don't know, bro. Like, the amount of kids that are in foster homes is fucking insane, bro, in California, right? And even the amount of, child abuse cases that get reported in California is fucking insane, bro. I think it was like 623,000 in just 2020, bro. That was just in 2020. 623,000, bro. Just in California, bro. Can you? You don't have to take my word for it. You can go research this shit, bro. Just in 2020, bro. Just in the state of California, bro. 623,000. That's fucking insane, bro. It is. It truly is, and it's sad. But yeah, bro, the foster kid home system, bro. These kids, being moved from family to family. These families not really caring for them, right? Because, a lot of these families do just adopt them for the money, right? And I know this, because like I was saying in that video, I have some neighbors who they adopted some kids, and that boy is, he goes to school with my son, right? And they talk. And I be seeing, how they treat the kid and what be going on, right? And it's fucking scandalous, bro. It's truly is scandalous, bro. And these people just get paid. They just do it for the money, right? I mean, we hear the mom screaming all the time. I mean, we already know, like, we know her business just from her screaming it all the damn time, right? How she treats the kids and how she doesn't feed them and all the crazy shit that they do to these kids, bro. It's fucking insane. Have them out there at 5 a.m. sweeping with no shoes, not even sending them to school because they have to clean the house or, clean the front yards instead of them sending them to school. Like, it's fucking insane, bro. Like, it's sad, bro. These kids, get put through all kinds of crazy shit, bro. Do you have any torta stories? Nah, I don't, my boy. That was never my thing, Yeah, they do, bro. A lot of people just for the feria, you know what I mean? Foster homes they don't give a fuck about you. The people don't give a fuck about you. People you get adopted don't give a fuck about you. People just don't give a fuck. It's just a regular job to them, bro. They really got no connection with these people. Not all of them. There's some people that care. There is some people that care, bro. But with the amount of kids that there is, bro, right? Like with so many kids and so many cases, bro, like the case, like just researching all this shit would just like, it's sickening sometimes, bro. Like you just need a break because like this shit just makes you want to give up on society, right? The way people treat kids, bro. I'm not even exaggerating. Like some of the shit that people do is wild, bro. You know what I mean? And to think that these people live, because like I said, there's so many in California. These people could be your neighbors or cousins, whatever, bro. Like, but there's people that do all kinds of crazy shit. Anywho, so there is some people that care, but the amount of kids. So for how many people that there is that actually care to the amount of kids that there is, the chances of you actually getting someone that actually cares, taking your case is going to be slim, right? So you're probably going to get somebody who don't give a fuck and is just like, yeah, whatever, just take them, right? Like they don't even do no proper fucking, investigation or background checks, right? And a lot of these kids end up getting molested, tortured, abused, neglected all over again. Like it's bad enough they have to deal with, being in foster home in general with their actual family, but now being put, supposedly this place that's supposed to be your savior, right? Supposed to, give you a better life and better, whatever. And now you're getting put through the same shit, if not even worse. Like, as a kid, like how's that supposed to shape your mentality on society, how society runs, how society is, how are you supposed to believe that actually society gives a fuck about you, right? Or why should you give a fuck about society or anybody's feelings when nobody gives a fuck about yours, bro? So you can't blame these kids for growing up, being, the way that they are, bro. Because life has let them down. And like what? Like people are gonna tell me that we're supposed to, think that this child is supposed to have, logical sense and reason to him, right? When he's not shown, like if you if you grab a child, bro, and you don't show him, the good things and bad behaviors from good behaviors, if you just teach him negativity or bad behaviors, you just let him, just fend for his own, that kid's gonna grow up to be a savage, like a wild animal, bro. Because, nobody was around to teach him any good behaviors, bro. This is all he knows. It don't matter if he's an adult now, right? because he was never shown any of the, right from wrong, things that even as an adult, bro, this is all he knows. He feels like he's not doing nothing wrong. He's only doing what he knows, what he was always shown, what he thinks is normal. Right? That's why it's important to be there and, teach people right from wrong. That's why parents are supposed to teach their kids right from wrong. See, but the thing is that the thing that people always forget, right? Or the thing that people, are misinformed about is that everybody feels like just because like let's say you have a good relationship with your parents, right? Your familia, or maybe it's not even all that great, but you have a semi relationship with your parents. They feel like everybody else's parents treat their kids just like you were treated. But in the sad reality is that not everybody's parents are like your parents. Not everybody's parents are cool. Not everybody's parents are there for them. There's some parents, bro, that are scandalous and in the most craziest ways you could think of, bro. Parents that molest their own kids, torture their own kids. Not everybody has a good family like you had a good family. Not everybody has a good childhood like you had a good childhood. And maybe you may not have had the best childhood, right? But you didn't have it like these individuals had it. Like, that's the problem, that you think that everybody's family is like your family, that you can actually go to for your problems and shit like that. Not everybody has that luxury. And like I said, from the amount of cases that you heard earlier, there's a lot of kids that don't have that. And I know it's hard to believe. Like, how could somebody treat a kid like that? Like, nah, this was bullshitting. Like, I can't see nobody being like that with their kids. Oh, bro, you truly don't know the sickness of humanity. And the selfishness, bro, it dives deep, homie. It's insane. You look like the vato from MOD and ENT. That's my brother. Nah, it is him. Yeah, well, it is me, there. It's my second channel. You went to juvenile hall when you were 11 years old? Yeah, bro, I feel you, bro. I feel you 100. Shit's crazy. I know, because of your family, right? Because of your blood. That's crazy. Like, truly, they don't know what family is. This about to really sleep with horses. Nah, he slept with sheep. No, he didn't sleep with horses. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was Feedman chopping it up. It was a good conversation. We out.